Hey everybody, this is a quick video review of the Hard Dog covers and high density foam padding for their roll bars. Now this is the one for the Deuce double hoop roll bar, but they basically have the same type of covers for all the roll bars. And what we're looking at is the leather option, and they also have a vinyl option, which saves you a little bit. The leather, and at least for the Deuce roll bar with the padding, I think runs about $200. So they're a little on the expensive side, maybe for exactly what you're getting, but they are high quality. So let's zoom in just a little bit and look at some of the stitching. So, well constructed. The leather, when it came out of the bag, smelled super nice. And I've got a few little wrinkles in here, but if I messed with this, let's just pull it off and show you what it does. So it's got this Velcro on the bottom part of the hoop, which just folds right on and then comes off like this. So this is the interior. The interior side is kind of suede like, but yeah, 100% real leather. It's got there's a little bit of a plastic thing in here which helps create this edge, like a firm edge that wraps around it. And so after pulling this off, the high density foam padding is revealed, and so this is meant to cover only one side, and there's different widths available to match your bar, but I think most of their bars now are 1.75 inches, so 1 3/4 inches. And so the way this is applied is very simple. There's a two-sided tape in effect. The tape to me seemed kind of weak when I applied it, but it hasn't come off, so it's on there pretty solidly. So I've been running with this for, gosh, maybe almost a year, something like that, it's worked really well. They do recommend a cover of some sort when using these, especially if you like to do a lot of top-down driving. If you had a hard top or something like that and you're not going to really have the top off that much, then it's probably fine. But the reason for that is because UV rays will degrade this padding. And if you look closely as I push in, it's high density padding. This is not a pool noodle. So I'm pushing really hard and my thumb's only going into it like a 1/4 inch. So this is SFI approved padding, and it meets a certain standard. I forget the standard off the top of the head of my head, but it's on the website, and it's definitely designed for roll bars. And this one in particular is molded to fit the, obviously the arc of the hoop, and there's a little bit of like just a few little ripples in it. I don't know if I can really see that, if I can focus in on that a little bit, but it's very minimal, and with the cover on, obviously you can't see that part at all. So you can see this one. The back sticks up just a little bit when I installed it. If I rotated it maybe a little bit, this part would lay down. But it matches up with basically the length of the padding as well. So down here, there's going to be nothing exposed. So it's a good length. So just circling around. And yeah, so super easy to apply. I definitely think it's high quality stuff. It's the real deal. It's legit when it comes to the padding itself, which is what you want, because it becomes important in an accident if you're, especially get rear-ended or something like that, and your head and body are sort of headed back that direction, and there's some kind of bounce involved, and your seatbelt's maybe not as tight as it could be, and your head comes up, and possibly contacts that bar. This padding could save your life. So I felt that was an important aspect. All right, that's it. So a little pricey, but I think overall worth it. You could get this yourself and just sort of mold it and cover it with something else that's stitched. Either make this yourself, or you can find other types of covers, I think, on other websites, but it wouldn't be quite as simple, and it may not fit quite as well. So I think this fits pretty well. And so what you have to do when installing it, though, is just make sure to work out these little wrinkles like I failed to do here. But you can get rid of these just by tweaking the way the Velcro sits and things like that, and like how it's going to connect. So you can get it real smooth. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.